A grain silo is built from two right circular cones in a right circular cylinder with internal measurements represented by the figure above. Of the following, which is closest to the volume of the grain silo in cubic feet? So the volume of the grain silo here can be solved by adding all the volumes of the solids of which it is composed. So the grain silo here is composed of two cones and this right circular cylinder. So the cones here are identical. For the cylinder, the right circular cylinder, we're given the height, which is 10 feet, and the radius, which is 5 feet. And then for the cone, we're given the height, which is equal to 5 feet. Now let's set up for the formulas in solving the volumes of the cone and the right circular cylinder. So to solve for the volume of the cylinder, we can use this formula, pi r squared, where r is the radius and h is the height. And for the volume of the cone, this is just equal to 1/3 pi r squared h, the radius and the height of the cone. So by using these two formulas, we can now determine the volume, the total volume of the grain silo. So the volume of, total volume of the silo is just equal to the volume of the cylinder plus twice the volume of the cone. Then we can just plug in everything. Volume of the cylinder is pi r squared h plus the volume of the cone, which is twice the volume of the cone, which is 1/2 pi r squared h. So plugging in everything from the cylinder, we're given the radius, which is 5 feet squared, times the height, which is 10 feet, plus 2 times 1/2 pi. The radius of the cone is just 5, that is 5 feet squared, times the height. The height, which is also 5 feet. Simplifying this, we have pi times 5 squared is 25, and 25 times 10 is just equal to 250 cubic feet, plus 2 times 1/3 is 2/3 pi times 5 squared, which is 25. 25 times 5 is 125 cubic feet. And then simplifying this further, we have 250 pi cubic feet plus 250 over 3 pi cubic feet. So this is just equal to 785.4 cubic feet plus 261.8 cubic feet. So we get the volume of the silo. The grain silo is just equivalent to 1047.2 cubic feet. Let's solve another problem here. In the xy plane, the line determined by the points 2K and K32 passes through the region. Which of the following could be the value of K? It says here that the line passes through the origin. Okay, so the origin is 0, 0, and then it also passes through the points 2k and k32. Now to solve for k here, we just need to solve for the slope. Since all of these 3 points are on the same line, so that means they have the same slope. So we can use these 2 points first, and then the other 2 points, and then we equate them. So this, using the slope formula, that is just equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So using the first 2 points, say 0, 0 and 2k. So let's solve for the slope. This is k minus 0 over 2 minus 0. So we have k over 2. And then the other one, 0, 0 and k32. The slope is just equal to 32 minus 0 over k minus 0. So this is 32 over k. Since all of the 3 points are on the same line, so that means this slope here is just equivalent to this slope here. So we can just equate them and then solve for k. So that would be k over 2 equals 32 over k. And then we multiply both sides by 2k. So this would be k squared equals 2 times 32. So k squared is just equal to 64. And solving for k, we get the square root of both sides. Therefore, k is just equal to plus minus 8. So we have k equals positive 8 or k equals negative 8. Of the given choices here, we don't have negative 8. We only have positive 8. Therefore, our answer is letter C. The value of k is equal to 8.